So this morning on First Take with Mike Greenberg and that whole crew, cast of thousands, the topic of Aaron Rodgers came up, and they asked, if Aaron Rodgers goes elsewhere, is he still a Super Bowl quarterback? Can he still win big? And it was pretty much a unanimous yes. Now I had it out of the background, so I don't have the details of I was busy dissecting last night's Piston game. But yes, the topic came up, and they said, yeah, if he goes elsewhere, he can win a Super Bowl. Now, and that's what Peter King wrote about what the compensation would be. What do you think it would be?
Well, go with the baseline, which was Stafford, right? Stafford was a guy who could win you a Super Bowl and did. And he got the Lions 2 first-round picks, a player, and a flip of third-round picks or whatever it was. So I would think Aaron Rodgers gets you less because he's at the end of the career. But I still think it's probably a first-round pick, maybe a first and second-round pick and a player.
Well, we will get to what Peter King wrote at 10:32. And I do want to know.
This guy.
Sorry. I do want to know if you want, and you can text or call 248-539-9797. Do you want Aaron Rodgers to stay in the division? Do you want Aaron Rodgers to be here as the Lions ascend? Or get him out because he's still a better option than Jordan Love or quarterback to be named later?
I want him to be humbled so bad.
I know.
Like where the Jets and the Colts, the Jets are like the only team that calls, right? And the Jets are like, we'll give you a third-round pick. and Green Bay says, we can't. It's Aaron Rodgers. We're not giving Aaron Rodgers. And they're like, that's what he's worth. And then the word gets out. That's what he's worth. And the Packers say, we're not going to trade him because we think that's lowballing. And then he ends up staying in Green Bay. He's miserable. The team is miserable. And it just fades off into the sunset.
I like the way you're thinking there, Slick. I mean, that to me is the best scenario. He is evolved into just this weird diva prima donna guy that I would love to see him be forced to go through those struggles.
Yeah.
And he might, because the cap number might be too big. Teams might not give up the compensation. And Aaron Rodgers, he developed with Christian Watson, but him getting frustrated with his receivers when he's the one that skipped OTAs, I think is just a sign of a guy who's not the leader he once was.
A leader would take those shortcomings into the offseason, go work with those guys specifically about those issues.
Yep.
Get them up to speed, be on the same page, have this symbiotic relationship, and go in with a chip on your shoulder to be better. But he's too busy having explosive diarrhea and projectile vomiting to care.